Alright guys, we've kind of got our new fly bench squared away, but not really. I'm still transferring some stuff. As you know, I'm kind of deviating off into conventional, and my conventional area is over there out of the picture, so nobody will be offended by it. Conventional gear as in spinning gear, which is what I'm kind of deviating into. But let me show you some things. This is that Husky table I was telling you about. Got some great drawers here. I mean, I can't even, it'll take me another week or two, really a year or two to fill them up. So that's really nice. This thing is super cool because they're not cheap, these tables, but you got a crank here and you can actually crank this thing up and down. This table has a huge height range, which is, some people like to be up on a stool tying flies. I prefer my antique chair from my old office days, so that's what I do. But let me show you some things real quickly. It seems like everybody's really intensely into tying flies right now because we're all stuck inside because of the coronavirus, blah blah blah. One thing you want to do is keep your vise covered, you know, and nothing better than a good old Crown Royal bag to do that with. People give these to me all the time. I don't drink Crown. Then you always have a little bit of trash thing right here. For me, I'm going to cover up this wood maybe with white, or the best color really is a gray, a medium gray in my opinion, because that neutralizes your vision and doesn't have a lot of reflectivity. This is pretty reflective stuff, but since I'm going to be shooting a lot of videos here in the coming weeks and months, that's why I might just end up with white. And you want to cover your surface because you're going to spill all kinds of glues and paints and all kinds of stuff. And if you get like a piece of heavy paper, like I use background paper from photography, it's very heavy and it'll last a long time, and then you just tear it off and put another one on. So that's one tip. Cover your surface. That way you don't have to worry about it. Because the second that surface is uncovered, you're going to spill something on it. I promise you. Next, light. You got to have light coming from everywhere. So I've got daylight up there, daylight right here, daylight right here. Mix your light if you like a mix of daylight and soft white, but otherwise you want to, in my opinion, I like to flood the zone with light. Some people like just a single spot. I think that's harder on your eyes, actually. And you can always turn lights off. So have a lot of light, and then if you want to dial it down, just turn them off. Simple stuff. Got to have music for sure. This is a little bitty music thing I've got right here. Got to have your drink holder right there, Yeti drink holder. Pegboard is critical to everything, I believe. Of course, I got a bucket full of markers and pens over there. Now, there's other things you want to think about. Let me get this, show this to you. I got bags of trash everywhere in here. This is a textured mat that you can put under your feet or right under where you're tying. And it's really deeply textured. And what that'll do is if you drop something, it'll stop. It won't just roll off. It'll stop in your rug. Then you can pick it up. Otherwise, I've got concrete floors in here, so if I didn't do something like that, stuff just rolls forever. I mean, it just disappears. So that is another thing. Get you a good textured rug, not good, just cheap. Something that's like outdoor quality, really. Here's another thing you can do. These are some pant legs from some Buzz Off or whatever they call that stuff, the clothing that has the pre-treated chemical in there to ward off bugs. I don't wear this stuff, I wear it as little as possible. Ex Officio is the one that makes the most of it. And so what I do is, if you want to keep I'm exposed to outdoors. I mean, the door is right there to outside. So what I'll do is I'll come in and I'll drape these old pant legs that have Buzz Off in them. And I never, I usually wore these as shorts, so it must have plenty left. I'll put it on there, lay it up on here, and bugs are gone. There's no bugs if you put these Buzz Off remnants on your flies and up here and your fly tying area. And you can leave it there indefinitely and the bugs are gone. So I have a bug situation. I've frozen everything over the years, and it's not as bad as it could be, but this room is kind of exposed to the underside of the house too, so it's really tough. Now that's that. Have a place to put your phone. Have a place there, and have a clock too, so you can know how much time you're spending here and not get in trouble with the significant others. Big deal over here is that vise is kind of taking a grip. Magnets, those high power magnets around the bottom, they will catch anything that, like if a hook goes flying or falls off, just bang, it'll catch right there. It helps keep things kind of gathered up as far as free falling and hanging eyes and hooks. Over here is a complete assortment, every weight of 3 colors of barbell eyes, and I'll buy them strictly from one place, and I'm assuming they're still in business and still doing great guns, because these are the best eyes I've ever seen, the barbell eyes. AllenFlyFishing.com. So you want to go to those guys, AllenFlyFishing.com, and they will sell you good eyes cheap. And then they're basically, I've got black, brass colored for saltwater, and then chrome, which is freshwater. That's the way I do it. You know, people will argue with me on what eyes work and salt and whatever, but I think for me, I can look at a fly, and if it's got brass eyes, I know it's a saltwater fly that I tied, probably stainless steel hook. Anyway, that's that. Of course, multiple vices, one here, and I've got one in the drawer for super small stuff. My favorite vise is my Dyna-King. People call it the steampunk vise because it's so industrial. Pretty cool vise. I'm going to try out a couple new vices in the next year, 12 months, and give you a report on those. I'm kind of getting into this company, Wolf, because they seem to make really industrial grade stuff. Let's see if I can find. Yeah, so this is a very, very important piece to add to your fly tying, so you can go do it anywhere. Is one of these. This is a Wolf Industries, Wolf, Indiana, WOLFF in Indiana, and these machinists make these things. This is a multi-adjustable for different thicknesses clamp that will go on just about anything, so you can see how wide that'll go. It's just super industrial stuff. I love it. And they make vices. I'm going to try one of their vices. So that's Wolf. And okay, last but not least, you know, we always, when we're tying flies, and God forbid if we're cutting deer hair poppers or something like that, stuff goes everywhere. So what I do is I bought one of these things. This is I don't know what they call it, but the Indians from India, I don't know if I'm not trying to insult anybody, India, wear these, and I find these at the thrift store. This is the only one I bought because it's the only one I mean, it's been great. It's like the India cotton, so it's lightweight, washes up and dries perfectly. And I'll put this on, it goes on overhead, and then I can sit there and tie flies and get it all on this, peel this off, and I could be wearing a 3-piece suit. Doesn't matter. That thing it covers you up, does what it's supposed to do. So that's it in a nutshell. We're getting started on a whole new tangent here with fly tying, and I'm going to go live probably this weekend from the bench, just so people cannot go completely nuts about being shut in. It'll be a nighttime thing. I'm hopeful that in the daytime we'll be able to get out and actually do some, man, that wind's blowing like crazy. We had a rainstorm last night, and do some fishing on the water. Thanks for watching, www.texasflycaster.com. Hope you enjoyed seeing the progress on the new fly tying area. Remember, lots of light, cover your services, and order all your barbells from AllenFlyFishing.com. They have a local warehouse in North Texas. See you guys later.